Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming in and watch it. I want to say thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for coming in. Talking about the new energies, and we had a good discussion with my partner Pauline about the energies, and you're shifting with the age of Aquarius about your understanding that when we're talking about energies, you're actually talking about with something more complete, something more combined, that those energies they are around and you're working with them, but they're turning to emotions, actions, and everything that it goes within. And you put the one word energies, and hopefully this you're understanding that when I'm talking to you here on the astrology report, they're about the energies, about the gravity in there. You understand what in this language for. So, talking about what's going to happen today is that the moon is going to be transitioning into Libra. That is about relationship, a balance in there. At the beginning, she's going to be go ahead and have this beautiful trine with Jupiter that is going to be bringing at that growth in the material situations, because Venus is the one that actually goes in there, and Venus is the one that rules Taurus and Libra. The one is the love, the other is the material situations. I would love to have the things in the material world in there, but the moon today is going to be giving this power to Zeus. This is the power of the masculine energies to go ahead and get their stuff in order in the material world. And you're going to feel this energy in the morning because the ascendant in the morning is going to be together with the sun, with the authority at 6 o'clock in the morning. And the moon is going to be in this beautiful divine energies with Jupiter, divine growth in there. You're going to feel that it is about the time you to grow, about the things to be done in the material world. Mars is supporting Jupiter as well. So looking at these energies, the moon actually is going to be a very, very beautiful and helpful today. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, the energy, the ascendant, the rising energy is in Leo. It is squaring everything in Taurus, which is we have a midheaven, Jupiter and Uranus. That is it about to tell you. It's like, hey, there is a rules, there is a situations, there is a things in there. Be mindful about these judgments. Okay, don't judge, but justify it. I talked about that on the um, new moon in Cancer to the full moon in Aquarius, because as the moon is going to be moving in there, you're going to be learning this energies. Okay, so now since the Venus is in retrograde, you may gonna feel like shifted in the energies that are really kind of like a put you down. No, they don't put you down. The retrograde Venus is sent you to look into the spiritual realms inside of you. She goes in a spiritual mode. And you feel like, well, nobody loves me, nobody gets me, nobody gives me money, nobody indulges me, nobody pleases me. Cut it out. Because it's so important of what you're telling yourself. Because if you're telling yourself, it's time for me, my destiny to manifest, it's time for me to work within in there, it's time for me to get these healthy boundaries, because that's what the North Node does right now in Aries. The North Node in Aries represents personal boundaries. The South Node in Libra right now, it is represent healthy healing relationship. But healthy relationship begins healing from within you. So Venus going retrograde in Leo specifically, it is about unlearn things that was developed and operate from the ego, gain the wisdom that right now she's gaining still, then she's gonna go back in there, then it's gonna come in more. Watch the video that I made for the Venus retrograde special. So talking about 9 o'clock, exactly 8, 9 o'clock, that energy that I just explained is gonna be coming and work with. At 9 o'clock, there's going to be the energy about friendshipness, relationships, and so on. The moon is going to be disengaged from this Jupiter situations. At some point, she's not going to have like aspects. This is why you have to go ahead and take time, look within you. Look what is going on within your energies. You're probably at work at this time. This is like a 10 o'clock energy. It's going to help you to really pinpoint things. So it's like, okay, everyone is calm. What the hell is going on? I have to be calm as me. It's going to feel like this weird energies, no emotions, but it's actually to dig inside you to see yourself. So at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be walking within Libra. As I say, the moon is not going to have an aspect. Your emotions can be very peaceful and balanced at this time. Use these energies. There, mid-heaven walks within Cancer. There is not going to be a lot of going really on. But talking about the 12 o'clock mid-heaven, it goes into a Cancer. It's going to be squaring the moon. And at the same time, the ascendant is coming there to see this rising energies. It's telling you, hey, you're gonna be getting this growth. Chill out. It's coming to you. Who's gonna give it to you? Uranus. And you're gonna be looking at the universe is gonna be delivering those energies later on in the day. But you need to take the authority within you in the right order. Because the authority at 1 o'clock, the midheaven and the sun are together, and that is a squaring the south and the north node. Usually during these times, this is the self-sabotage, self-pity, self-situations. This is like, I want, I want, I want. You may want so many things, but before you want, you have to give. And when you give, the people will give it. You know, there is this magical part of giving. And when the people don't give, but it only takes, that is a problems in there. And that's what this situations with Pluto specifically right now, it's, you know, it's intense. In there, be mindful what you have on the last degrees of Taurus, the last degrees of talking about these energies, they are right now intense in there because those energies going to be triggered. Because right now, the last degrees of Venus that's going a retrograde, she's going to trigger all this. It's going to be triggering, Uranus is going to be triggering that it's in the 22 degrees of Taurus. It's going to be triggering all these last degrees of Aquarius if you have something, or in the Scorpio. But it's the same time as the Sun, which is the authority, it triggers the first degrees in there of this zodiac signs, or the last degrees of the neighborhood ones, which is that is the Aries, Libra, Capricorn, in Cancer. So looking with this, you're gonna feel those energies offset a little bit. So stay away from this. Keep yourself more in strength, because at 3 o'clock the energy is gonna begin to piles up. That is going to be the energy of the time where the midheaven, Lilith, Venus, and everything is coming together. Pay attention to the way you communicate and talk to yourself. If you don't talk good to yourself, you're not going to be able to talk too good to the other people as well. Maintaining the balance from within the emotions, using that moon and Libra to help you to maintain that balance. People maybe go offset, maybe go nuts and crack down and so on. You keep your cool. That's what is your job. You to keep your cool. And about 4 o'clock, midheaven is going to walk through Virgo. That is going to be a very beautiful trine towards Jupiter and Uranus at some point. You're going to feeling all those positive energies, but the rising energies, they are going to be at Sag, and that rising energies of Sag is going to be putting pressure. It's like, what is your actions? What do you do in your shadow? What do you rethink about love and money? What do you talk to yourself? I'm talking about Mars, I'm talking about Lilith, I'm talking about Venus, I'm talking about Mercury. Okay? So you may feel like somebody comes in with all this pressure towards you. And you're like, you know what? I got this pressure. I'm going to look within me. You just give me some time and space. And there, But at the same time, the ascendant, it is divine energies with the North Node. You to establish healthy balance from within yourself, the boundaries towards you. It's like, you know what? I need to stop doing this BS in my life towards me. That's what I'm talking about. Personal boundaries inside of you. So 5 o'clock, it's coming. The moon moved forward. Now she's in divine energies with Uranus. So the next few hours, take your time. You to see things, but don't just, but justify. You're justifying things within you. Stop the BS, stop the lying. You're facing the truth, and you're justifying your actions on the base of the truth. That's a Libra energy. Here we go. It takes it, you're putting into the material world. Good time for manifesting certain things that maybe certain things that were stopped, certain things that were halt for a while, all of a sudden they work. Why? The right energy, the right mindset, engage with the energies, and they are manifesting. So that is going to begin at 6 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be there. It's going to be that ignitions of the moon. At 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, Midheaven is going to be going into the shadow. Again, doing the shadow works, these things that usually people don't want to deal with. They can go out, they can do other things, they can go to the bar, having things, think that they have in a life, or so on and so on. Instead of sit down with themselves, it's like, you know what, I don't need this BS anymore out of my life. Here we go, goes into the garbage. And that is a inner work in yourself, and then you're gonna feel good. Because some of those things that you're not dealing with it, they can drain you. Because they getting these energies from within yourself. And when you fix this, you're gonna have this beautiful, beautiful balance inside of you. So at 9 o'clock, that energy is going to go within the midheaven. That, as I said, when the ascendant was there earlier, a few hours in Sag, that can put intensity within this because it squares all this Mercury, Venus, Lilith, and Mars. But it's going to be for a little bit. Be mindful about this spark. This spark can create intensity in the relationship within you, but also with others. It's only an energy. Okay, and the energy that tells you there is areas of concern, I need to work on it. That's all. And you express it. How other people takes it, it's not your issue. But if you express intensity, point fingers, and you're judging the people, and you do things, and it's like, you're gonna get in trouble. Especially with Mercury, there is and this square with Uranus, you're gonna be screwing up what the universe given to you. But if you go and it's like, okay, let's put it the situations. This is the situations that we have. What do you think? What do you see within these situations with your partner or wherever within yourself as a partner? But what do you that goes in there? Okay, you go ahead and you see the truth. You see, okay, I do this, this, and this. This is not correct. That's not correct. It's a self-correction time. But at the same time, when you're dealing with other people, okay, it's like, okay, here's what I do. Here's what I want you to look. You're not judging them. You tell the people they to look within themselves. This is why you stop judging, but you're justifying what the energies are with others. And it's going to help you a better, healthier relationship with you. And at 10 and at 11 o'clock, things is going to get, as usually, better. The midheaven, it's going to be at 3 degrees of, at 11 o'clock, at 3 degrees of Capricorn. And that is going to put the divine energies towards the sun. Beautiful in there. Very powerful, very beautiful energies there. Okay, that authority that is there between these powerful energies between Leo and Capricorn. So if you have something within the first degrees of Leo and you have something within those 3 degrees, 5 degrees within Capricorn, or like between the 25th and the 30th degree of Sag, you are going to be having those energy. You're going to feel those beautiful, beautiful energies in there. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Hopefully you guys Don't judge, but justify things in your life. And hopefully this report helps you. Again, thank you so much for the subscribe here and for watching the channel. And come back tomorrow for another astro-gravitational energy report. Thank you guys, and be love.